There we go. That's now sorted. Hello, sorry about that. It was flagging that I was streaming Genshin, but I wasn't, and where I'm taking part of the streaming event, I'll get in trouble for marking something as Genshin when it wasn't. The trash fan. The bag trashians. Oh, that's not at all as a parody of the Kardashians. Exploit. Oh, nice. Pop you in. You always need a healer. You never know when you're gonna go wrong. Pop you in, pop you in.
Existence is unity. I'm okay.
I feel like the trailblazer is never gonna live down.
You won't get away. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. This is double speed. You won't get away. All will be swept away by the wind. Nap time. Time for a fun. You won't get away. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
So much.
This is double speed. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Time for a fun. Existence is unity. You won't get away. You won't get away.
She is really good.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. You won't get away.
Time for a fun. This is double speed. You won't get away.
All will be swept away by the wind.
I'm still so sad I didn't get right away.
Nap
I
time.
lost the
Time for
50-50
fun.
for him.
Eternal.
I'll play Field Edition if you have any remaining cycles. Each stage boss will not be graded during the fight.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time for a fun.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
This is double speed.
How many?
Fun.
Nap time.
Hey!
Existence is unity. All will be swept away by the wind.
You won't get away. Time for a fun. You won't get away. This is double speed.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Imagine having that giant keep the card capture.
Time for a fun.
Nap time.
You won't get away. Time for a fun.
Sagacious discernment.
Eternal.
I've lost my way.
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
All will be swept away by the wind. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time for a fun.
Nap time.
You are doomed to fail. A world devoured by ice.
So, it's now or never.
Feel the freeze.
You have to bring
The eternal freeze will bury you.
Time for a fun. Enjoying yourself? This is double speed.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Back off. Formation.
Judgment of eternal winter.
Do you mind? Yeah, but that's good enough for me. Oh, thank you for the round of applause. Move over, Kardashians. You now have been replaced by the Bagtrashians.
Constructing dreams is something sacred, reflective.
No, but I've got quests for you to do at some point. My dream is, that's a tough one. Oh, who do they give to trial? Nice. Let's do the trial characters, see how they run. Could switch between Fright and Surprise Fright, and 3 of these are adjacent. Oh, after switching.
How are you?
I'm alright, thank you.
sense a
And
storm.
how's yourself?
I will protect all beauty!
Feeling spiffy?
Blood cleansing dragon.
Can you find the answer?
Beauty is eternal!
I do really want to
Protect all beauty!
hopefully I need her more.
Rise! Break! Into this.
Feeling spiffy? Like that, huh?
Wretched and fleeting!
I underestimated you.
Beauty is eternal!
Into this.
Wretched and fleeting!
I underestimated you.
Feeling spiffy?
Beauty is eternal!
Go downhill.
Bloom.
Wretched and fleeting!
Can you find the answer?
Well, if you can just channel to the collectible and just watch it, then it's by like
Receive divinity.
a
Repay.
TV show.
The dead return. Rise. Blood cleansing dragon.
OMGGG. I want love about me back around.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I need a 5-star healer, but I'm like, I think
Flesh. Nothing major.
I need another powerful unit.
Beauty is eternal!
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Wretched and fleeting!
The dead return. Rise.
Beauty is eternal!
Blood cleansing dragon.
Wretched and fleeting. I will protect all beauty.
Bloom.
I haven't been able to do his story quest.
The dead return!
He's absolute nightmare to beat.
Stop right there. Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Beauty is eternal.
Rise.
Wretched and fleeting.
Woohoo!
A little more to the left.
Oh. Yoink. Float disc burger.
Just as I thought.
You don't have to breathe? Oh, that's weird. You just go up to some random old person and go, I just thought you were taking your last breath. That's all a bit dark. Bit rude.
I use your Danheng sometimes, he's so good.
Thank you, yes. I do need to rebuild him because he's not doing quite enough damage. But one of my friends has, on this game, has a C6 down here, and the amount of damage he does at C6 is wild. Let's just twist his emotions. Oh. Emo tuning. We don't have any angry. Too bad. I guess we go on to the next one. Oh, we only got a C for that one. That is frustrating. I'm gonna have to do that again at another point, but I'm not gonna do it right now.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Here's the Penacony News. Once again, another moment of peace has passed golden hour by. And that's
Imagine going to a restaurant and it's a robot dinosaur that's cooking your food.
family, raise a glass and enjoy
I really wish I had Black Swan.
Ill tidings manifest.
So many characters I need to get. It's so hard to choose.
Half the red heart.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I've wanted to have this so long, but there's like so many other characters that come up, and it's like, I need them,
Beneath
but I
the
also
waters
need
lies
them.
an endless abyss.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
The dead return!
Time to say bye. Boom.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
The dead return!
Please don't, I don't want to go
Stand still. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
She is so stunning.
Time to say bye.
I'm such a sucker for
Boom.
these characters.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
The dead return!
Relax. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Oh damn, that was
Time to say bye. Boom.
Damn, she can do some good damage.
Stand still.
The dead return!
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Nothing major.
Mind your manners. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss. Ill fate descends. Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Come on game, let me win this so I can have my pile of versus
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
The dead return!
I love Sanko.
Time to say bye.
my kitchen.
Boom.
Sampo's like one of my favourite
The
characters.
dead return!
I don't know, there's just something about one of the quests that just bugs me, and I'm just like, I don't like it. Unpopular opinion, I know.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Time to say bye. Boom.
That was a lot of damage.
Stand still. Relax.
The dead return!
Time to say bye. Boom.
To betray my customers,
Do it.
I charge extra.
Unscathed. Copy. Suppress. Stand still.
Beneath the
Sorry.
waters lies an endless abyss.
Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
Nothing made them
Dead return!
Come on.
Mortality means forever.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Who's your favorite Honkai Star Rail character?
Receive divinity.
I really like. Did that just say the team full?
Time to say bye. Boom.
It has to be Himiko and Acheron. Black Swan. Those are my favourites.
Yes.
I can't have just have one.
The dead return!
Just beating up a child here.
Out of moves. Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Extra.
Exhilarating. Sword, eat me. Stand still.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Didn't hurt.
You're all in on it.
Nothing major.
Warming up. Didn't hurt.
Bloom.
The dead return! Repay.
We might have got some for that.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Achievements. Trauma Team Platinum Bundle. An ally deals. Okay. I was like, trauma? What?
The volume of the game is a tiny bit loud.
That should
Tanks
sort
can
that.
just about hear you.
Here's the Penacony news. Once again,
Yeah, I have the mic on like max, but I didn't realise that the sound in this game had auto set itself so loudly. Doesn't bother me if I don't get all of the rewards as long as I get the gems. Let's do that. Pursue challenge. Yes, please teleport me there. Oh, does that mean there's... Oh, just because of the bird. Oh, it's because the bird's hanging out there. I thought there was like, oh, there's a bird there.
I really like Penacony.
Yes. Honeycomb is really pretty. After obviously seeing like the world so far, I can't wait to see the rest of them. Because you know they're just gonna be so good. But I do wonder, because obviously obviously you had the sort of space ship, the first world and the second world. I do wonder if we're going to get either like 2 or 3 worlds a year. I would use my Topaz, even because obviously she's C1, but she isn't properly built yet, so she's not that great. Let's put March out. Oh yes, you did definitely need a shield of this round.
Just mediocre.
You can't run!
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Answer me. Free.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Try that again!
Yes, give me all the achievements.
Watch this awesome move!
0 points.
I didn't notice that she was annoying.
Just 0 points.
Try that again! You're annoying! Watch this awesome move!
I do hope March gets a 5-star form.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Answer me. Free. 0 points.
Here!
Right! Nothing in victory needs playing the long game!
Just free.
Try that again!
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
You can't run!
0 points.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Free.
Is that all?
Steady.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Watch this awesome move!
Nearly there.
Try that again!
Answer me.
Go Numbie! You can't run!
choice never falters!
Just 0 points.
Steady.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
It sounds like she's like she's swearing like, thank you. Do it.
Answer me.
So fast. Yes.
This awesome move.
I still can't believe that I got a C1
forged in ice.
like one
Never
tenth.
falters!
I was like, Genshin would never. Well, it's never happened to me during my whole time of playing Genshin.
Is that all?
You can't run.
Just fail.
Try that again. You can't run.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
That's just a pillowcase. That will just kill you instantly.
Answer me. 0 points. Just
Not you again.
Try that again. Watch this awesome move.
I love how it's like a little train conductor bunny.
Will forged in ice never falters!
Go Nappy!
answer me.
Oh, it's not.
Fail. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Oh no, but they promise.
Try that again. Liquidation! Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! You can't run!
Just 0 points.
Sagacious discernment! Go Nappy!
Answer me. Fail. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. 0 points. Fail. Adjusting calculation. Purge initiated.
Watch this awesome move!
Has anyone else signed up for the Denless Zone 0 from the
0
La Jolla?
points.
Will forged in ice never falters!
Woohoo!
It's getting late. Where to now?
Let's grab those. It's quite an easy event, you don't have to do too much. And have I got... Not... No. Oh. No, not enough for that. I have a really serious question. Do you think I have enough record? 137.
Face with tears of joy, 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 face with tears of joy. Yes.
And I'm on a pity of guaranteed 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30, 35. On a pity of like 35. Oh, we need that. What was it when Dan Hurt's like 5-star form was leaked? I started saving, and I think I had about 200 tickets.
I have 126 wishes saved.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely have enough. So I was able to get his weapon. I got his 5-star light cone pretty quickly. I just saved the rest. Next character. So I just spent so much time just saving and not pulling for characters. But thankfully I had pretty good luck, so that...
I'm guaranteed for her. I've never wished on the light cone, so hopefully I get it.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of the 4-star light stones are really light stars cones are really quite good. So I don't always wish. Obviously, I did it for Dan here because I was like, well, I'm gonna use him, so I might as well. I'm gonna like wish for her light cone, but most of the time I just use the 4-star ones. Beautiful. Always give it a whack. Best way to do it. The final boss. Yeah. Who do we throw out? Throw you out. Oh, guess need a shield. Throw you. Let's try these 4, see how they do.
Rise! World cleansing dragon.
Stand still. Relax.
Immortality means forever.
Time to say bye. Boom.
A will forged in ice never falters! Word-cleansing dragon.
Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Anniversary rewards, we also get another 30 tickets, so we should be fine.
It'll heal.
Retribution will find you.
Rise.
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
It'll heal. A will forged in ice never falters.
Ill tidings manifest.
This isn't it.
Retribution will find you. Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Time to say bye. Boom.
A will forged in ice never falters. Word-cleansing dragon. It'll heal.
Relax.
Break. A will forged in ice never falters.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Kind of totally breaks me.
Word-cleansing dragon.
Still haven't broken me.
Time to say bye. Boom.
That's good enough for me. Really impressed. Piece of cake. Oh yeah. Need to redo that first one, but can't bother to do it right now.
Yes, Jens.
Let's see what this prison break's about.
It's getting late.
Procrastinating with the
Where
events.
to now?
But I'm glad they gave us so long to do them.
Trailblazers from the Astral Express, welcome to the Dreamscape Sale Store. Oh, please excuse me. I struggle to think of an appropriate way of addressing such esteemed guests as yourself. I've already made the necessary preparations. Be careful. We did pass the safety inspection stipulated by Article 027, damaged Ferris, and Article 076, replaced. However, this Dreamscape will feature unfiltered and unpolished fresh memory. Will make for a very vivid experience.
This eye is so creepy though.
Veteran gamer, call this type of dream a thrill dream. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing. If you feel luckily, I just so happen to be an excellent doctor. Albeit a psychiatric one. Let us begin. Please, close your eyes and rest your forehead on the dream.
Honestly, I'm not really sure about this.
I nearly forgot. But the girl mentioned something before she left.
The nature of this memory is special. Don't ruin the dreamscape experience for anyone else by spoiling the ending.
Whose voice is that? Hopefully they give us Black Swan. Oh, it's Black Swan. I was like, couldn't recognize the voice. Oh yeah. Thank you, game. Pop you in there. Don't really sort of neglected a bit on the building of you. Oh, I've got enough to bump you up a bit, I guess.
I've built Peeler.
Yeah, I got a bit bad in building my characters. I sort of neglect and be like, I'm not doing that much damage, and then I realised that I haven't been doing their talents. Thankfully,
One day, I'll grow
I
up
have
and
enough
protect
materials.
everyone. One day, I'll grow up and protect everyone. My journey with Mr. Svarog has just begun.
Might as well. Ooh, do I have any better light cones? Ooh. I don't even know which one of these are better for her currently. Switch to that. Quickly enhance it. Hopefully I have enough materials. Yep, should be fine. Yeah, we've got enough to do that. Do you think I have enough of these? There we go. Oh god. Don't do what I do, folks, and actually build your characters. Yep. There we go. Let's just quickly... Not perfect, but... it shall do. Should have enough of those. Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Level up. Shoot. Do I have enough? Oh yes, no, I'm fine. I wish there was a faster way to do this. But yeah. That should do us for a wee while. Level that up. Level that up. And that up. I guess that will do us for now.
Miss Natasha! Let's make the underworld a better place.
But who should we throw? Let's throw you in because always need shield. Especially with how terrible I play sometimes.
In my estimation, there is no question about it. This
Yes.
is murder.
She is so pretty.
Murder. Such a foreign word to us.
I have Black Swan in my other account. She's so good.
Harm while under the watchful
IKR.
protection of the family. In a dream, even if you're bashed 1,000 times with a hammer,
I was so
at
sad when
worst,
I
you'll
lost
still wake up
50-50
in reality in a
for Black
hotel.
Swan.
Not necessarily. Even if the result does not constitute harm, the criminal intent is clear enough. You specifically came here to cordon off the scene because of the unsavory nature of this case, right?
You're not wrong. Even if there are no casualties, being smashed over the head with a hammer in the middle of the street for no reason at all.
So that's the wild
It's
thing
not the
with
kind of thing that happens on Penacony.
Coney. So it's a dream world. So if you die in this dream, you die in the real world.
You are guests of the Oak family, so you may investigate the crime scene. I'll be on standby over here.
Yep, just contaminate the crime scene, why don't you?
Are you a witch? Just how did you manage to convince them in the blink of an eye that we're some kind of detectives?
Just some suggestions at the memory level. If something happens in everybody's memory, then that something becomes a fact. If we had a little more time, I could have even convinced her I was Shipe the Harmony. Then, on to the next order of business. Let's discuss your companion, shall we?
Memo Keeper of the Garden of Recollection. I've been watching you for quite some time. You stole a glance at me when you first entered the hotel. You followed me wherever I went inside the dreamscape. In the windows along the commercial street. In the pond water reflections of the Idean Park. Even in the reflections of the wine glass. Everywhere.
Easy there, Sparkle.
My dear, do you have a crush on me? Well then, seeing as you're so interested in me, let's play a little game. I left a puzzle for you near OT Mall. Solve it and prove that you're capable of pleasing me. If you can solve it, then we can talk. Don't leave me waiting, my dear. Before Penacony gets flipped upside down, try to find me, catch me, and stop me.
There's actually more than one memo keeper who's come to Penacony. She's mixed me up with someone else. But no harm, no foul.
I wonder if the other member...
The address that the mask gave you is right here. But you never would have thought that when Miss Sparkle mentioned a game, she was talking about wanton slaughter on the
I want to know why Sampo is in Penacony.
Yeah, that's the thing, because obviously when you're playing the story quest, there's obviously Sampo, but it's like, is it Sampo, or was he just being impersonated? It does... Another thing, okay, so obviously it's... Yeah, it's really confusing.
Such a direct act of provocation is enough to get my competitive side worked up too.
But I do wonder if the next quest will actually confirm if he's actually there, or...
Madam, forgive me. I had no idea about anything she said. As you saw, I went through a brain scan and everything. I'm just a friend, helping her deliver a letter. That's all. I never knew this was actually a declaration of warfare. They say you shouldn't kill the messenger. So, maybe you can just, let me go. You all are the big shots here. I'm really not on your level.
What a frightened look you have. Don't worry. Since this has nothing to do with you, I won't be suspecting you of anything. Why don't you come take a stroll with me?
Oh, seems like I can't escape being an assistant detective. Oh, fine.
They are such a great duo.
Oh, definitely. You've got, like, the smart one and the himbo.
Who was the victim?
Yes, good friends.
An IPC employee named Shamari. Eyewitnesses reported that a tall, strong man wearing a large robe with long sleeves walked right past Shamari and suddenly assaulted him with a hammer.
Let me guess, it was Sparkle.
Shamari collapsed on the spot and woke up from the dream. The murderer vanished in a flash.
Ooh, that sounds just like Sparkle. Her best asset is transforming her appearance to look like someone else.
I mean, how do you know that's Sampo? Like, I'm still really sus of Sampo. Is it, like, actually him, or is it someone impersonating him again?
Who are those two little guys?
Seems like the assailants stole the troop from elsewhere and deliberately placed them here. But nerve. They don't even have the slightest consideration for public order. Those two have clammed up. I wonder if you two could help pry open their mouths.
Looks like a puzzle that Sparkle has left behind for you.
Any leads yet?
This is a developing case, so there aren't many clues yet. All we have to go by are the weapon used by the assailant and the victim's ID. They didn't even take the weapon with them. Sounds like they're trying to provoke us. Despicable.
Where's Mr. Shamari right now? I'd like to meet him.
I'm afraid you can't. The Oaks came forward and calmed him down. Mr. Shamari expressed that he understands the unpredictable nature of dreams, and went on to vacation in another dreamscape.
Oh, so you can't die in the dreamscape then, or...?
Best not to bother him. Guest experiences always have to come first.
Oh, I'm afraid by the time we find him, half of Penacony will have been sent back to reality by Sparkle.
Looks like we'll have to play this little game of sparkles then.
I mean, if she's that much of a menace, and obviously it's her, can't they do something?
Lady Black Swan, you're here! I'm the constable, and this here assisting me is the bailiff for this case. Mr. Coldfeet, why'd you do it?
So they can talk after all. Miss Black Swan, they're heading straight for you.
Don't interrupt, I wasn't talking to you. I understand Lady Black Swan has quite the intellect. I'm sure you'll be able to get to the bottom of the Sparkle murder case.
Well, obviously you know who's done it, so it's not
The
exactly
Sparkle murder case? Wasn't the victim Shamari from the IPC?
You're wrong, Lady Black Swan. The victim is evidently none other than the matriarch of the Goldhammer family, Miss Sparkle Goldhammer.
Oh, I guess Miss Sparkle has written herself into the skit here, and this has nothing to do with the actual case. Goldhammer? Is that her real surname?
Never heard of it. Sounds made up. Sparkle doesn't sound like a real name either.
Just Dragon Sparkle.
Miss Sparkle was supposed to receive 3 valiant warriors at the Goldhammer residence today, but upon their arrival, all they found was her body. Miss Sparkle had been smashed over the head by a hammer and died on the spot. My investigations discovered that the 3 warriors were supposed to escort supplies back to their territory the day before, but they were unexpectedly ambushed by the Annihilation Gang. They narrowly escaped and barely got away with their lives, finding their supplies almost completely raided. So they all shared a motive for killing Miss Sparkle: to escape punishment.
This is so wild. I've got no clue what's going on.
So the 3 of them teamed up to kill her.
Is the case closed?
No, there can only be one murderer. It's not an unsolved mystery if there are 3 murderers. Hang on. Wait.
If you can't justify it, don't bother.
Got it! Those 3 were all vying against each other to be number 2. They couldn't have cooperated on anything. So it must have been one of them acting alone.
That actually doesn't make much sense. Even if they were on bad terms, those 3...
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit. I've got the case file right here. If you want to learn more about the suspects, talk to me.
What the heck?
Lady Black Swan, allow me to introduce the 3 suspects to you. Lefton, Zhongshan, and Wright. Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation Gang. He's now learning how to write and hold a fork with his left hand. How tough that must be. Then there's Zhongshan. This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as a group spotted some bandits along the road. He ended up smashing into the side of a cliff and getting his face disfigured. It's a real shame, as he used to be one of the rare handsome men left around town. Last of all comes Wright. This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle the rest of the supplies after they narrowly escaped with their lives, lying about how the gang had taken off with everything. Lefton and Zhongshan were so incensed that they broke his legs.
Hang on, I'm confused here. Left on?
Right? Is this some kind of joke?
What? Where did you get that idea from? Do you need me to go over it all again?
Got it. But it sounds like Mr. Assistant Detective has his own
Do
misgivings.
you want Sunday?
Would you like to go over it again?
Yes, I do wonder what his playstyle's gonna be like. Because obviously I really want
Robin's
Robin.
brother. Yes, same.
It's gonna be quite interesting to see what the new characters are like.
Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilate. Then there's Zhongshan. This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as a group spotted some bandits along the road. Last of all comes Right. This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle. That's all the intel we have on the three.
This is so trippy.
Look! An ID card.
Mr. Shamari's belongings should have disappeared alongside him as he woke from the dreamscape.
Holy moly!
Miss Sparkle also used it to attack Mr. Shamari.
I'm barely able to lift this using both hands. I
Damn,
have no
man,
idea
you
how
could lift
Sparkle
that
could
lifting some
ever
weights.
use this to hit a target.
I mean, Sparkle must be hedged then if she can lift it. We need buff Sparkle fan art.
Is that all the evidence? How are we meant to solve this with so little to go on? Oh, you scared me! When did you pop out?
The two pieces of evidence that you found are related to the attack on Shamari. Miss Sparkle didn't leave them lying around for no reason. They're clues to the puzzle, but there are still some other clues that were placed in other areas, so they won't spoil the crime scene.
Isn't that a bit unnecessary?
No. It's disruptive to have a stack of irrelevant things crowding a crime scene. Miss Sparkle is a law-abiding citizen who'd never bring extra trouble to the family.
Well, I mean, you can't be very law-abiding if you just smack someone with a hammer.
Seems quite nice of her, if you ask me.
Ridiculous, if I do say so myself.
Looks like Miss Sparkle is adding a little spice to the investigation. Let's take her up on her offer then. Mr. Assistant Detective, this way.
Oh, it's one of those ones.
What's this little device here for? Could you please let me know? It looks like a little button.
Don't push it, Lady Black Swan. Whatever you do, don't push it! That's the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle installed. Once pushed, Miss Sparkle and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke!
Why would you make that though?
Miss Sparkle also has her own button! The second she pushes hit, you and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke!
So even if we don't push the button, she could still push up the button and everything just goes poof.
That sounds like both buttons can do the exact same thing.
Correct! Exactly the same.
Oh,
Aren't you going to ask me why?
I mean, it's a wee bit silly, but you know.
okay. Why?
Because she is fair.
How is that being fair?
This is nuts!
I mean, if you got the person who's got a bomb in a box of in a heart-shaped box saying that's nuts. I mean, that's saying something.
This minigame is so annoying in my opinion.
What do you mean? Don't you like running around as a wee, I'm not even sure what. A little werewolf? Huh. Oh, so you can't even get around that way. Let me in. Just press the button. No? What the hell? We're stuck here forever now, folks. Can't do nothing. Oh, you go. That's just me being stupid there. Oh yeah. Let's do a puzzle. That one. Excuse me, what did you do with our conductor? Did you kidnap our conductor, Sparkle?
What's this? A plush toy?
Regardless of why it's designed to look like the conductor aboard the Astral Express, this doll, is it connected to the case?
Have you ever heard of something called a red herring in detective stories? It's a fake clue that leads you down the wrong path.
I see. Well, when it's so obvious, doesn't that defeat the purpose?
That's just in case you didn't realize the ingenuity of Miss Sparkle and were worried about her throwing out a random, useless clue.
I see.
I want a pom-pom plush so bad.
Yes. I know they have released like an actual official one, and you can buy it either with or without the conductor outfit, and it looks so adorable. It was like the one that they had on the sofa with them during the live stream. Have we got a thing to... No, we just gotta go against that boss and then just shove that over the edge, yeah. Let's push it. Just having our cat moment. A clue!
This notice.
That sounded like a story from ancient times.
This is so her style. Doesn't look like there are any more clues.
So what are they trying to
Next,
do?
should we pin down the identity of the perpetrator? This evidence. I've been staring at it all day, but there's nothing that can identify the perp. Lefton, that guy lost his hand. Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? I remember this one best. Wright has a broken leg.
Why don't we flip the question and start by asking who couldn't be the murderer? After all, there are only 3 suspects, so elimination could be a valid method.
Don't think it's going to be the guy with the broken leg.
If you put it like that, then do you already have someone in mind?
It's
Tell me, come on.
probably not the guy with... Maybe not the guy with one arm? Unless he's like... maybe? And I mean, if he was hooded, it would make sense for it to be...
So, who exactly is the murderer? I remember this one best.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that so?
So, who exactly?
Lefton, that guy.
Based on the bailiff's statement, Lefton's dominant hand was seriously injured to the point where he had to learn how to live using only his left hand. Swinging that giant sledgehammer to murder someone, that must be hard for him.
Yeah,
probably
so
impossible.
Right, because obviously he'd be relearning how to...
Lefton's suspicion level can be downgraded.
So, who I remember this one best. Oh, is that so?
No.
Oh, is that so?
No.
Oh, is that so? Oh, is that so?
Oh, well, I've tried all of those and apparently they're all wrong, so...
So, who... Remember Zhongshan's face was...
Oh, the Face ID.
Poor guy. He was seriously injured and was all wrapped up in bandages to keep his good looks safe. If that's the case, then he couldn't have made it through the Goldhammer Residence's facial recognition system. That would suggest that Zhongshan is not the murderer.
So I was wrong. It's the guy with the broken leg.
That only Wright could be the murderer. That was easy.
Please begin your investigation, Lady Rock.
The murderer.
You have answered correctly!
Huh? That
looks like the key to winning lies not in the puzzle itself, but in the motives behind Miss Sparkle's strange behavior. I'm afraid this chase may just go on forever.
I have to remind you that Sparkle is a masked fool? Do you plan on finding logic in the mind of a masked fool?
That's exactly what I plan on doing. Even if it's just subjective, there must be an overall principle behind the behavior.
Sparkle sus face with tears of joy.
And hers may just understand more about her than she
Sparkle, the
does
original
herself.
drama queen.
Right now, let's
kid.
follow her train of thought and head to the next puzzle. I hope this time we can get ahead of the Bloodhound family. I want to try and avoid using my Memo Keeper powers.
So why are you so focused on Sparkle's challenge? Or should I ask, are you more focused on Sparkle herself?
I told you, it's purely out of a spirit of competitiveness. And as a Memo Keeper, I also have to fulfill my responsibilities and harvest some interesting memories.
Once again, another moment of peace has passed golden hour by. And that concludes the news.
Whoa, this place is a complete mess. And those two weirdos are probably here too.
Oh, Detective Black Swan and Detective Sampo! You finally made it!
We don't know what we'd do without your help.
Oh, thank you.
Why are you talking like that?
Is there something wrong with the way we are talking? Deputy Sheriff, am I talking in a strange way?
Oh, of course not, Sheriff. The way you talk is no stranger than the cat that climbs the apple tree in my grandma's backyard.
You're telling me robots have grandmas?
Huh. The skit this time is a modernist one.
Let's discuss this difficult case then. The victim is a galactic business magnate named Sparkle.
Her again? Sparkle really is obsessed with scripting her own death.
She's got to be the center of attention.
If you undercut me one more time, I swear I'm gonna kick you in the butt. Miss Sparkle came to the fashion store to buy herself a brand new tie. She didn't come back out. After a long time, the shopkeeper went in to see what was going on, but instead discovered Miss Sparkle's body. She had been strangled to death. There were 3 suspects on the scene, namely a Pepeshi shopkeeper named Wright, a Foxian gambler named Jongshan, and a wealthy Intellitron trader called Lefton.
Our old friends.
It's not just to aid your memory. We've added more descriptions to help tell them apart.
Miss Sparkle is so gracious.
Based on surveillance footage, witness testimony, and various pieces of evidence, the killer is ultimately among these 3, and they were not working in cahoots.
You're too lazy to be a suspect, right?
Oh, for the laughter! If I talk any more with you, it'll make my pure soul filthy!
Detective Black Swan, the dossiers are over here. You can learn more about the suspects from me. I trust you will be able to cut through the hogwash and find out who Miss Sparkle's killer is.
No, I don't want to, thank you.
Let me introduce the identities of these suspects to you. It's very straightforward. First of all is the shopkeeper, Wright. He's one of the Pepeshi people and only stands as tall as Sparkle's waist, which is often a source of teasing for him. He can get pretty salty about it. Next up, you have the merchant Lefton. He wants to join up with the Penacony trading
Such a cute dog.
and is in direct competition with Miss Sparkle. That could be a motive for killing her.
Wouldn't be very soft to pet though.
Finally, there was the gambler Jean.
Face with tears of joy.
He lost a bet to Miss Sparkle, and he had to hand over his family heirloom. It's possible he harbored a grudge against her.
I want to know what her beef is
That's
with
all
these
the
3
information
people.
we have. Do you need me to repeat it?
No, I
That
don't want
won't
to hear
be
it again.
necessary. There's an accounting book lying on the ground.
On the title page is written Chen Katong.
This Chen Katong person should be... And there's the tie.
That skit before said that the deceased was strangled. Is this tie some kind of joke murder weapon?
The tag on the tie reads, only for Imperial Master Lefton. Seems like it's one of Miss Sparkle's personal belongings.
That's not how you use the word imperial.
Oh, let me guess, we gotta do this again.
So, it's just like the first case.
Miss Sparkle doesn't want to distract your investigation.
She doesn't want to distract our investigation?
What a law-abiding citizen this Sparkle is. Why doesn't she surrender then?
Sampo's so done with her. It's moving time. I wonder if that is a bit of a meep for it's Morbin time. It's that much a challenge for steps, I guess.
A little stool that seems quite normal.
The footprints, which are half as big as standard, must belong to a Pepeshi person.
Perhaps it's just that this
Can we hop down this way? Oh. So you can't go upstairs, but we probably need. Yeah, no, that was me being stupid again. Oh, there's a clock thing up there. No, gotta go normal, go around. pretty sure that was a bit of a troll. Be like, hey, you can do this. Get that.
What's that smell? Why is there a smoked red herring there?
Mr. Sampo, take a look.
Somebody's...
Even among the fools I know.
Have you dealt with many?
No, only a handful. After all, I prefer warm memories baked in sunshine.
That was quite literally
They're the
a red
ones.
herring. I guess you can't use those unless... But that's the question. Oh, there's that there. Yeah, no, I'm being stupid. It's morphin' time. Oh, we could have done this when we were smaller. The broken clock.
This clock?
Open it up and take a look.
There we go, that's done. Oh, what's that one? There we go. Come on, clock.
Oh, there's a ring inside.
Oh, that was
This
the
is evidence too.
heirloom.
Why?
Because this ring was found inside the victim's mouth. We want to reconstruct the scene of the crime.
In the victim's mouth.
Hey, there's something engraved inside the ring. That should be it. Let's head out.
I have to thank you, Mr. Assistant Detective, but the puzzle this time is pretty strange.
Have you found out who the killer is?
Just some shallow intuition. Anyway, let's report back to the sheriff for now.
No clue.
Oh, for the laughter! Didn't think I'd be seeing Detective Black Swan so soon. What's that? You found out who the killer is?
Pretty much.
You live up to your reputation, Detective Black Swan. As smart as the nest of magpies.
This guy is mixing up his birds here.
Then go ahead. Who is the killer, and what evidence do you have to prove the case? Good. Then let us appreciate your powers of deduction.
I misread that, and I thought it was powers of destruction.
Have you... This guy, Zhongshan, is a card shark who...
This ring is a piece of evidence, right?
He would have just
That's
taken
right.
it if it was him.
Then what would a penniless wretch of a gambler like Zhongshan be doing at such a fancy fashion store as this? Because he was planning on robbing it! He'd stolen Lefton's tie and was just about to get away when he saw Miss Sparkle. The one who could have known that Miss Sparkle would end up swallowing that ring? All Zhongshan could do. What a tragedy! If it weren't...
Is something wrong?
As you can imagine, the conclusions that the evidence points to are not mutually exclusive. Which means, this is probably another prank from Miss Sparkle. Mr. Assistant Detective, please feel free to point out a suspect as the murderer.
Ah, I see. Sheriff.
Correct, Detective Sampo!
Sheriff, the murderer is right.
Yes! For the laughter, how did I fail to realize this formidable intellect of yours?
Dad, right from the start, there was no murderer. the evidence is the ring. Whatever, I'm just spitballing here.
Goodness me! Deputy Sheriff, is he really a genius? How could such an unfathomable mystery be solved so easily by him?
She clearly just has a beef with these three people.
Look, Miss Sparkle has given us a puzzle where every single answer is correct.
Why take it so seriously? Miss Sparkle is a masked fool, not a masked genius. If it's a challenging puzzle you want, please go out there and turn right until you get to the Intelligentsia Guild. We're only responsible for providing an entertaining detective experience. Anyway, since our genius detective Black Swan has cracked the case, I will now share Miss Sparkle's next puzzle with you.
So that's it? This is just going to go on and on forever? We can't do that.
Then I wish you both the best. Oh yes, if you're not in a hurry, I can tell you the answers for some of the outcomes you never chose.
Oh, how many more is there?
Just as you said, solving puzzles is all just a cover for something else. That girl is toying with us. What should we do now? Just...
Miss Black Swan, Mr. Sampo, you're finally here. I am the famed detective of Penacony, and next to me here is my assistant detective. A murder in a locked room has left us all...
It's funny hearing the little creatures talk.
Yeah, it is quite funny because you just don't expect it.
As expected, another change in setting.
Yesterday, my assistant and I were visiting the famed artist Miss Sparkle, and we stayed the night. But this morning, Miss Sparkle didn't come out of her bedroom.
It's simple, it was one of you two. You were staying with her.
So opus though.
Yeah, why can Sparkle just protect herself? That's why I'm saying it was one of these alleged detectives. They're the ones doing it because they were right near her all night.
The butler, Jean Chen, said that the door was locked from inside, so we ought not to have disturbed her. But Miss Sparkle had never slept in so late. And no matter how hard he knocked, there was no answer from inside. As soon as I heard, I knew something must have happened. So I acted decisively and broke the door down to get inside. The room was covered in spattered blood. Miss Sparkle's body was lying right in the middle, her face white as snow. One look told me she'd been dead for some time. Thinking quickly, I grabbed the artist canvas to staunch Miss Sparkle's blood, but... alas, poor Miss Sparkle! She's left us now forever! Besides us and Zhongshan the butler, Lefton the cook and Wright the driver were also at the scene of the crime. What would you like to do?
Presumably, Miss Sparkle is now carefully arranging the next crime scene, right? Why don't you skip all this rigmarole and just have a heart-to-heart conversation with me? It might tickle a little.
Wait up! Wait up!
Honest kid. I know where you are, Miss Sparkle.
No cheating!
Huh. Mr. Assistant Detective. You seem to be getting anxious.
No, it's... This locked room murder case is pretty fun. I want to guess who it was.
Let's go. can't keep a girl waiting, can we?
Hey, Miss Black Swan, wait up, wait up! Miss Sparkle has one final message to announce. Ding-a-ling! Now comes the most exciting and romantic moment in any drama. The audience challenge. Everyone knows that the mighty masked fool Sparkle can change her appearance to look like others.
Did you know Sparkle is Yanfi Va?
Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. So then, I put to you...
Oh no, I didn't
which
realize.
character is it? Also, if you're interested in the locked room case that the memo keeper ignored, you can try out your powers of deduction.
Yes, she's Yanfi.
So don't let it go to waste.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not surprised that they used a lot of the previous voice
down the
actors.
gauntlet. All the clues are in motion. Happy hunting!
Because if you worked with them before, you kind of know how they are, and they'd be like, hey, you want to come back?
Miss, why didn't you just do this earlier?
Such a crude approach violates my aesthetics of memory. But as a means to an end, I need to put this aside for a more indifferent process.
Oh, getting a trash can.
There's no weird, sweet dreams troupe. Nor is there evidence strewn all over the place. We finally caught up with her. But what's that thing? A Bella Boggian trash can? In Penacony?
Hey! Dear Memo Keeper and Mr. Coldfeet. You made it. I didn't expect you to skip the final puzzle. That's on me. Alright. Miss Sparkle cares not for the faults of ants like me. Come then. This is the final question. Listen up. What creature has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night?
No murder case this time around?
Sometimes it's nice to take things easy. Come on, dear. Give me your answer then.
People?
Since it's a classic puzzle, the answer is people, right?
Wah, wah.
What?
Wrong answer. How could it be as boring as that?
Oh.
The correct answer is Sparkle. When sleepy in the morning, she can't get out of bed. She runs about all afternoon in a fluster, so is exhausted by evening, but has to still raise a hand to hold a toothbrush. Poor Sparkle.
Mini violin for Sparkle, everyone.
So naturally, she's got 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night.
What the heck was that jibber jabber?
What a cute answer.
Thanks for the compliment, my dear. But you can't try to fool me, seeing as you've just tried to cheat. Wrong answer. Accept your punishment.
Oh, thank you. Just what I wanted.
Ill tidings manifest.
Eliminating threat.
Ill fate descends. That hurts.
Hide.
Helena's your turn.
Yes.
Ill tidings manifest.
Mission command.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
So bad for the trailblazer having to pick up the trash can, friend.
Nap time.
Holy smokes! What's up with this guy? He just came out swinging from nowhere!
Me.
Huh? No voices? This guy's pretty quiet. Miss, let's hurry up. Flip open the lid and find the girl.
Trash can face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
Our Lord and Savior trash can.
Something's off.
she jumps out of the trash can like surprise.
Miss, you killed Sparkle. How is this possible? How can people die inside Penacony's dreamscape? In the Garden of Recollection? What did you do?
Oh, ouch. Sorry, Mum, I'm a criminal.
You did this, didn't you? Killing people in their dreams.
Only the Remembrance has the powers to do that.
You planned it out all from the start because she teased you and was pranking you. You wanted to kill her. Oh, I understand. You refused to let me go because you wanted to drag me into all of this.
If I don't agree, I'll end up just like she did.
Sampo, such a drama queen.
There is no death inside Penacony's dreamscape. That's the promise of the family and the blessing of the harmony. Not even a memo keeper can break this barrier. There's no need to take such great pains. If you just want confirmation, I've already told you the answer, Miss Sparkle.
So if no one can die, does that mean...
Miss Sparkle! Who are you talking to?
You. Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. Wouldn't that be you, Mr. Sampo?
This? Don't jump to conclusions! If you want to accuse me of being Sparkle, you have to provide the evidence. Oh, I'm afraid evidence is a little too hard to come by.
How did I know this was gonna happen?
Deduction will do.
The hint for the final question was a little too obvious.
Oh, you mean the locked room murder. I thought you weren't doing that one.
All the painstaking effort that Miss Sparkle put into it. How could I ever miss it? The key to solving the puzzle lay in two pieces of information put forward by the detectives. First, the large splatter of blood at the crime scene. Second, the victim had been dead for some time. Based on my shallow understanding, I can only draw two conclusions. One is that the murderer did not need to create a locked room case, because a locked room always needs a reason to exist. But, based on the detective's description, this locked room did not delay the discovery of the body. There was no third party at the crime scene to frame, and the blood everywhere didn't look like a faked suicide. That being so, the murderer seems to have no reason for creating a locked room. There is also reason to speculate that if the crime scene was a locked room, then its creator might not necessarily be the murderer. As for my second conclusion, it's even more obvious still. When everyone broke into the scene of the crime, why did the assistant rush off to staunch the blood? A trained professional was somehow happily destroying a crime scene just to save someone who's obviously been dead a while. The answer is simple. It's because the assistant detective is the murderer.
Called it. There was one of them being the murderer.
At the time, I was in such a hurry that I didn't hear the whole mystery. I tentatively speculated that the murderer had killed the victim the night before, but hadn't locked the door from the inside. And so, when he learned this piece of information, he realized that the victim had created their own locked room mystery. That's why he had to rush to the crime scene as soon as possible, to confirm whether or not the victim left any evidence implicating him. And, judging by his behavior, it probably had something to do with that canvas. Like some final words. Of course, this is just a simple mind game. The answer to the puzzle isn't important. Miss Sparkle just wanted to pass on one hint to me. That the murderer is the assistant detective. Which means it's you, Mr. Sampo. I've been using this term of address, but it was you who first came up with it.
I mean, Sampo is sus. Must eject them.
Has anyone ever told you that you're more like a detective than a memo keeper?
In my opinion, there is no difference between the two. Follow ripples along the surface of the water. Use some abilities and tricks to keep diving deeper, and touch that secret deep inside people's hearts. Salvage it, and protect them carefully. The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
Exquisite reasoning, and very close to the truth. But I have another answer. Would you like to hear it?
Another answer?
The great artiste Sparkle locked herself away in her bedroom, using red paint to create the semblance of spattered blood everywhere. And that assistant detective who was first on the scene, who confirmed her death, was not the murderer, but rather an accomplice who assisted her in faking her own death.
What a pity, such a pity. My dear, you were so close to the right answer. Unfortunately, the right answer is Miss Sparkle's body.
Okay.
Sparkle was disguised as Sparkle's body. Ding-a-ling! I won!
Does Miss Sparkle's body even count as a real character?
Why not? Miss Sparkle's body appeared in all 3 of those skits just then.
It's a little bit forced, but it's fine. So, who is this Mr. Sampo, then?
Beautiful lady, I already confessed everything to you earlier on. I really didn't know a thing. I just helped a friend send a letter. That's all.
So is it really Mr. Sampo?
So I've been running a fool's errand this whole time.
My dear, why so serious? Haven't you been having a great time? I have, at least. You take memories, and I get joy. We get what we need from each other, seeing as we're such kindred spirits, but also such
Face with tears of joy.
Why don't you come and work with me? Ooh, we can dance ballet together.
Oh? Am I understanding this correctly? A masked fool inviting me to work together?
This whole thing's been so wild.
A show of unprecedented splendor is about to be staged in Penacony.
Yes, all sus.
You can work. If you want to appreciate this drama, you have to stand up under that spotlight as you take the stage and watch the dancing envelop you. Come with me. This is the best seat in the house.
I don't really understand why you're so fixated on destroying family barriers. But, as I said before, a memo keeper can't help you. It's frankly above my pay grade. Also, I don't consider you a loner. Oh, I don't mean him, but rather behind you. The one who hired you to come to Penacony probably doesn't want you secretly linking up with other forces, right?
How did you know?
Memory is like the deep blue sea. But if you try to catch 2 fish with 1 cast, you might not be satisfied with your catch.
So, you mean you're refusing?
I mean, come
Memo
on.
Keeper, did you think you could just leave?
I mean, why can't I?
Why not?
My dear, I don't want to scare you. You'll know the answer sooner or later. We're just getting to know each other a little today. If you ever change your mind, come find me at the tavern. That is, if you can find me. Let's go, Sampo?
Sparkle is scary.
Who is... Sampo?
You were literally just talking to him. Sparkle is like your sleep paralysis demon. She just shows out and just scares the life out of you.
This is Bellabug, right?
She has Hu-Tao eyes.
Yeah, I did wonder if she is possibly like a Hu-Tao XP, but obviously Hu-Tao is obviously inspired by Chinese, and Sparkle seems to be inspired by more Japanese
brainwashed
culture. Sampo has an amnesia.
I said, why not? Don't worry. Such a crude approach violates my statics of memory. So once you leave my sight, you'll be able to remember everything again. And also...
Oh, she's wiping everyone's memory.
I'm sorry, my dear. My dream dance partner? I've already got sights on someone else.
I mean, after seeing some of the 2.1, it's definitely Acheron.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
What a special dream this has been. But did you notice its nested structure? Being part of the play inside the dreamscape, it's as weird and captivating as being in a dream within a dream. That's the end of Miss Black Swan's dream bubble. Are you satisfied with your experience?
Oh, so that was the Black Swan and Sparkle story quest. That's annoying. I thought I was doing the event. Oh well.
I noticed that the people in your dream were familiar to you. It's worth repeating that dreams are just dreams. And in Pinnacle, dreams can be processed, or even tampered with.
It's a bit concerning, to be honest.
Things in our dreams cannot be trusted, let alone in someone else's dreamscape. If there's any information that you'd like to confirm, please do so by the cold, hard light of reality. Sweet dreams.
It's getting...
Really? I wouldn't do anything to her.
She is a bit scary, to be honest.
Don't worry about that, Memo Keeper. Let's talk about my thing. I've helped you out with everything you've asked, as agreed. Shouldn't you give my mask back to me now?
Oh, someone impersonating.
Since when did the masked fools suddenly start respecting agreements? Just kidding. I loved seeing that look on your face. Take this key to the tavern cellar, third barrel on the left. You never saw me. But Sampo, after all this time, what made you suddenly want to take back your mask? This doesn't seem like the Sampo I know.
So what, Sampo was originally a masked fool? But Belobog's been like separated from the Western world for like 700 years.
Let me guess. A catastrophe is coming to Urello 6. Am I right?
Well, no comment about that. But I love that line you said. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. That really makes sense.
Sometimes even an old-timer like me feels like taking the stage
And making a fool out of myself.
If you're all out of options, please get in touch with me. I'm the kind of person who values friendship highly.
Forget it. You'll be doing me a favor if you stay away from Belobog. After all, the elation that Miss Sparkle seeks isn't something old Sempo can stand by. Go tell Giovanni I said hi.
They're really gonna have to do something that explains more about Sampo being like a masked fool.
Fine, I'm just spitballing here. Don't take it so seriously. Why so serious?
Uh-oh. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Seems might messed up there. But anyway, thank you so much for catching my stream. I'm gonna end that here, but I will be streaming again soon, so I hope you'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye. Thanks.